Hello, this is Rebecca. I'm back again for my second episode. And today I want to talk about identity beyond one's professional career. Okay, as we know, I'm going to be retiring. I've been planning this and been on this journey for a couple of years. And the first question that hit me the hardest was, who am I going to be? What is my identity going to be after I'm no longer working a 9 to 5? The example I used last time was if you're in a networking event or you're at a cocktail party, you introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Rebecca, and this is what I do. And you say that so many times that what you do becomes who you are. No, I am not the role that I play at the organization. They are paying me to fulfill a responsibility, but that's not who I am. I bring myself to any position I've ever held, but that's not my true identity. And I lost that. I lost that pretty much up until like age 62. It's like, oh, I don't have to be defined by what society says I'm conditioned to do. Yes, I went to school, got my degree, got my high school diploma, got a job. I didn't get married and have 2.5 kids and a white picket fence. Okay, buck the system there. But still, I went down the path of doing what I should do as a dutiful daughter and as a active member in today's society. Well, do what's the role? What's the position going to be when I retire? You know, there you just say, "Hi, my name's Rebecca. I'm retired." What does that mean? Does that mean you're sitting on a rocking chair in the front porch watching the sunset? Does it mean you're playing card games with your great aunts? Does it mean you're just relaxing and sitting on the couch, binge watching Netflix? What what really does it mean? How do we define our identity after we've retired? Who am I? Do I need to follow along lockstep with what society may or may not define? I don't believe that. I believe that I have a life and I can decide how I design it or redesign it, reimagine it on my terms. I will now have the time and the energy and the willingness and the space to explore who I want to be. And that actually gives me goosebumps because it's so liberating to be able to define a life that I want and that I can have. It's aspirational. It's it's heartwarming actually, and it fills my soul to know, oh, I I'm empowered to design the life that I want to have. Maybe I can't have it all. I don't want it all. But I would like to have a beautiful life that has meaning and purpose and fulfillment. And from there, my identity can be shaped and new attributes can be cultivated, like one of service. Instead of being of service to my organization to fulfill a job for them, I get to create a life and a business where I get to serve others. And it feels really good that I have that power. And so do you. We don't have to sit by and accept the status quo. We get to reimagine what our future is going to be like. We're going to have the time. We'll even have the energy. We'll finally be rested for a change without having to work 40, 50, 60 hours a week. And even if you're not in the office, you still have, all of that work in your head. That stuff's going to be gone. How are we going to fill it? How are we going to fill our soul? How are we going to define our identity after our 9 to 5 comes to a close officially? And I don't have all the answers. As I mentioned, I ask a lot of questions because I'm curious and I want to know. And I'm on a journey. I'm searching. I'm exploring. For instance, who knew that I actually wanted to become an entrepreneur? That was never in my life path. But then again, I've done things that I said, oh, I'll never be this. Like, I'll never be a manager. And after my MBA, I jumped in, got a managerial job, and I've been pretty good at it. So, if my staff do say so, I won't take the credit, but that's beside the point. But while I was taking some personal development courses post-pandemic, I really began to hear that I was meant for more, that I am worthy. And just because my hair is gray doesn't mean that I don't still have something to contribute. And I have wisdom, knowledge, experience, life that I can share with somebody else. And the venue that I was in was, I stumbled across a program, a free Facebook challenge facilitated by Tony Robbins and his partner, Dean Graziosi. And it was called Time to Thrive. Hey, I like thriving. I want to thrive. Coming out of the pandemic, boy, did I want to thrive. So I started feeding myself again and developing myself and opening myself up to other ways of looking at possibilities. And I could take my life's work, interests, skills, knowledge, and I could actually leverage those things for my future. They didn't have to be left behind and just not dealt with anymore. I could take things that I was interested in and package them up in a way where I could become an entrepreneur and have a service, have products that I can leverage to share and serve others and be of impact for others. And I've never been happier. At first I was starting okay, this is just a side hustle. Let's just see how it goes. And the more I learned about marketing, the more I learned about social media and the algorithms and YouTube and visibility and LinkedIn, all the things, the happier I got. Even to the point where previously I was bringing work home and working on the weekends. Now I was spending 6-8 hours each day on the weekend learning this stuff. And I was lit up. I still am lit up. And that actually, they could see that passion and that vibrancy when I would come back in after a weekend. They saw that. And so it's like, yeah, okay, so my identity is shifting. What I'm wanting to do is shifting. Who I am becoming is shifting. And it's all within my control. I have choices. I'm empowered. And I'm loving it. And I believe that that is a testament to anybody out there who thinks that retirement is the end of the road. Okay, there ain't nothing else I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to idle my time away until I have my celestial transition. No, we have options. We are still young. We're young at heart, young at spirit, and let's continue to be our own selves, however we want to define it. I'm defining it as a new opportunity to expand my breadth and capabilities through entrepreneurship. Maybe somebody wants to rediscover a passion of community gardening and bringing the community together for a united purpose. There are so many different ways that we can define our identity beyond our professional career and our job title. So I invite you to open yourself up. Don't limit yourself to any possibility, because you never know where you're going to get that inspiration. I never, ever, ever wanted to own my own business. Just like I never, ever, ever wanted to be a manager. I did that, and I'm going to do the other. I'm building my business. So I, again, invite you to release any barriers that you may have, maybe even limiting beliefs that you may have. It's like, oh, I'm too old. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. Oh, no, you're not. Do you have a pulse? Okay. You got breath? All right. Here we are. We've got this. You're alive. You are a viable human being that has so much experience and wisdom that can continue to live on. You can build a legacy, a different kind of legacy that you can share with others, and create the identity that you want on your terms, and break any kind of stereotypical societal limitations. And I believe that that is one major component to having a retirement that is radiant. So I thank you for the time being here, and I look forward to talking with you again in our next episode.